time it is?
Welcome to another video, and today we're going to talk about how to build a strong, lean and athletic physique and what kind of training modalities we can use to support that goal. So let's start with my number one tip, and that is going to be to use a lot of body weight training. I feel like if you can control your own body weight, if you can do a lot of pull-ups, a lot of dips, a lot of body weight squats, a lot of push-ups, you can do all of it with good technique, embracing the core, using the correct muscles, learning the technique properly. This is naturally going to lean itself towards that kind of athletic physique where we don't have too much extra body weight, we have strong muscles, and the main focus here is just strength, and the muscles should be quite dense, but the physique is lean. So my number one tip, engage in a lot of body weight training. That's exactly what I've done, and I feel like my body has just reflected that style of training. My second tip is going to be incorporate mobility and stretching into your training program. This style of training also seems to tone the muscles a lot, and it teaches you how to move in your own body in the correct ways. If we learn how to embrace a spine first approach and engage the proper musculature when we make our movements, when we go to do our body weight training, we're going to engage the right muscles, and this is going to improve our strength, and again it's going to lean itself towards an athletic physique, one that is capable of moving exactly how you want it and is not too bulky, but is also very, very strong. So make sure you incorporate mobility and stretching into your training program. My final tip is going to be focus on strength training rather than building muscle. So what I mean by this is try to keep the rep range below 5 reps. What that's going to force you to do is focus on the technique rather than trying to burn yourself out. And by focusing on the technique, we will engage the proper muscles, and this again is going to help us build an athletic physique, because when we again use the core properly, use the right muscles, for example, if we're doing a pull-up and we're properly engaging our lats and we are starting from a dead hang and engaging the musculature properly, this is again going to help us so much to building an athletic physique. But when we tend to increase the reps, people start to consider fatigue much more than they focus on what they're doing. And again, this might help you to build muscle, but if we want that strong, lean, athletic look, we really want to just be focusing on the technique. Technique is paramount, and make your practice a perfect practice rather than focusing on just getting exhausted and trying to pump up your muscles. So just a brief recap: if you want to build a strong, athletic physique that's lean, focus on body weight training, focus on mobility and stretching as a part of your training program, and also focus more on strength ranges, as in less than 5 reps, rather than lots of hypertrophy. Although there's nothing wrong with focusing on building muscle, and that will also come along on the journey. By focusing on strength, we will focus on the technique, and the technique will build the kind of body that you want. Those are just 3 straightforward tips that I followed in my own training, and I feel like my body has reflected the style of training I'm doing. So try to incorporate those 3 things into your training and see if it gets you to the desired results. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.